Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and boy, we are excited to give you a haunted Easter special. If a dude being killed and coming back to life isn't haunted and horror, I don't know what is. So happy Easter, y'all. Today we've got a very special Streaming Demons that has the Passion of the Christ. Yes, motherfuckers, you heard that shit right. Sorry, Joe Bob Briggs, y'all weren't man enough to do it for Shudder. I am. And then we have Easter Bloody Easter and Crow Fire. I almost said five.
Arr,
Fire.
arr.
Mostly because of Terry Reid. All of us and more on your next Streamin' Demons. Hit it. Yeah. See, I didn't hit the other one, did I? No.
No.
Okay. I play our podcast in the car once in a while to see how it hears. See how it hears.
How it listens, yeah.
And you know what really shakes my windows?
That song.
Yeah. That comes on, my windows just go.
I'm sure.
Oh. I was giving major props today for the music, by the way.
Oh, I didn't do the
For this one.
balls one.
For this one. For the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. It's a fun song.
It's an awesome song. Okay, we're back. Hey, everyone, Jim Phoenix here. And if you were wondering what happened in the last 15 seconds, well, good luck. Today, on our very special Easter special, I like Easter. Easter's my friend. You know what I like for Easter? I like going finding Easter eggs. Grandma's cookies. That's right. It's a horror special. I don't even know why we're doing this. Probably because I want to do Passion of Christ. And Box is like,
yeah,
yeah,
you
we
were
can get
very. Yeah, you were really, really passionate about
I
Passion of the
wanted to
Christ.
do it because apparently, just like the last movie we saw, I don't remember anything in it. So
Does it have Tara Reid in it?
It might have. It might have. My version was a bit funner, and we'll get to that a bit later, so I get canceled then. And then you're
Oh my God.
doing Easter, Bloody Easter?
It's a new movie. Yep. Easter Bloody Easter. It is coming out, and I'm excited to talk about it.
Nice. And we're going to tag team Crow 4 of Tara Reid.
Which I thought was Crow 3 for the longest time until I looked up Crow 3, and I'm like, oh wait, this has none of the people that I recognize.
Yeah. Knew there's a 2, and then I forgot there was a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, there's a 3, and the Crow 3 has like, gosh, who is Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, shit.
Kirsten
No,
Dunst, yeah.
you're right. I know that because I looked it up and I got that version too. I didn't watch it. I
Okay.
was like, I didn't know Christian Dunst need that much fucking money. They're in Crow 3.
Yeah, I was looking it up because I was so disheartened because I was looking up Crow 3 and I'm like, oh my God, we watched the 4th one.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so then
because Tara Reid's in it. We have to.
oh yeah, and The Crow is going to come back again for 2024.
It shouldn't. We'll get into that in a minute. But
Yeah, it's a thing.
yeah, I don't know, man. I grew up with the Brandon Lee one, and you know, if you die making the movie, I think we call it quits after that. You know, I was like, I think the movie's good. Let's call it quits. He dies for it.
Yeah, he did. R.I.P. And I hear it was a fantastic
It was
performance.
wonderful performance. Brandon Lee was actually a really good actor, if you didn't know. And Crow
Oh
was his
yeah.
breakout big time. I can be a dramatic and action and romantic, not just this really weird buddy cop shit with Dolph Lundgren all the time, which is what he was doing before. Which was still pretty
Oh,
good, but it was just kind of like the buddy copish, lighthearted action, not a lot of thought for a plot. Crow was thoughtful.
gotcha.
Yeah. Oh boy, so Easter, shit.
Easter.
You know, I've had so many jokes bomb for Easter.
I can imagine.
Yeah, yeah. I was trying this one out. I thought it was funny. I was like, you know, I think I figured it out. I think the Pillsbury Doughboy is Jesus because he has risen, right? Just like the Pillsbury Doughboy, and he wants you to eat him, just like the Pillsbury Doughboy. And if you touch
Does the
Jesus in the
pills
stomach, he goes, just like the Pillsbury Doughboy. You don't see him in the same place. You never seen Jesus and the Pillsbury Doughboy same time, same place. You don't. Prove me wrong, America.
Do we
No?
need to, though? Do we need to?
I don't know what you guys need. I'm up here in the frozen north, shoveling, shoveling.
Shoveling all the snow for your Easter eggs.
Yeah. So okay, Easter egg. Okay. Did you ever Easter egg hunt as a kid
Of
or an
course.
adult? Me too. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Also, yeah.
Did you color them and stuff like that? And
Yeah,
did
I
you
did.
hard boil them or you just like color them or what?
Um, Welcome to the movie podcast, everybody. Let's talk about Easter eggs.
Well, hell yeah, this is
I
cool, man.
I did hard boil them. Eventually, I would like to learn how to do the Ukrainian
To
with
blow the thing
the
out.
beeswax.
The beeswax. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you look up Ukrainian eggs, because my family has Ukrainian roots, we had some of these eggs, but they're always like looky no touchy. So if you look up Ukrainian eggs, and I cannot say it in Ukrainian, um, but basically it's Pyrsaki, I think I want to
I
say.
think you just spelled my
But
last name.
it's basically like, yeah, it's wax and it's dyed and you make like ornaments, like
That's
stuff
very
and all
cool.
the yeah, it's very
I have to
cool
look
and
that up.
you should, and we should all try it at some
Do you
point.
want to do that? Would you fucking do it for the site if I got some Ukrainian wax?
I could try.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's not gonna be good.
I've tried to get a Ukrainian waxed. That helps. You know what I mean? And I think he does. Yeah, yeah. But enough about my love life. So, Ukrainian waxed Easter eggs. I dig it. Oh, that reminds me of the Slovakian Easter tradition, which is to have your little girl run through the town and boys get to beat her. That's the
I
Slovakian Easter tradition. It
never
scared the shit out of my
I
friend because she had to go through it for a couple years.
Wow, I
Yeah,
have not heard of that.
yeah, yeah.
That's terrifying.
It's basically light rape is what they like to call it.
And that's not our sponsor.
No, rape, light rape, half the calories don't matter to me. Not our
Dark
sponsor.
rape, uh,
If Liquid
heavy,
IV had a
light,
rape favor, not doing that.
no, we would not be.
We're not
Did you
sponsoring that
color
shit.
eggs? Did you color eggs?
Yeah, I love coloring eggs. We even did the blow the yolk out coloring, which is like even more
Oh, yeah.
intricate. It's harder to fuck to
It
do
is
because it's
very
fragile.
it's absolutely hard to do. I
Now,
broke many of eggs trying to.
right, it is difficult, man. It's bejeweling
There's a
stuff.
skill and a talent involved in egg blowing.
Teach your grandma how to suck eggs, which is actually a saying. You know,
Yes.
it's comes from somewhere. Now, I have to ask: did you get like an Easter basket as a kid?
Yes, I did.
Did it
I feel like this
include?
is going somewhere.
No, I'm reminiscing. I do
Oh,
miss
okay,
good
okay.
Easters. Like this Easter happens to be a quadruple shit day, or Good Friday's a bad Friday for me. Let's put it that way. It's chocolate, right? For Easter,
I got like
right?
malt balls.
Oh
I
yeah,
got
Peeps. Did you get Peeps?
I got Peeps.
Yeah.
I never really liked Peeps, but I did get Peeps.
I told my mom
I
I
would
like
get
Peep once. Once.
and
One
you
day
always get
once.
it.
Yes.
And you always get it. Yes.
And
No, I
now I
know.
don't have like an ex-wife to pawn them off on.
Nope, it's gonna be all you.
Fuck me.
All you and the cat. Um, and then I would get
No.
jelly beans, of
Jelly beans,
course.
which are now Starburst and Jelly Bellies. Jelly beans we grew up with shut ass. Now they have like fucking Jelly Bellies and Starburst jelly
Yeah,
beans. What the shit is that?
jelly jelly bellies are pretty good.
Jelly
But
babies are good
yeah,
too. Yeah.
I would just get the regular old nondescript jelly beans.
99 cents for 5,000 pounds of it. It's just
Yeah,
sugar. Sugar and fucking
you
food coloring. Didn't taste like anything.
basic I mean, they kinda did. I did not like the licorice ones. I would throw those out.
Oh, no, no. That's because they're black. You're throwing them out because
No,
they're black. Dude,
nope.
that's fucking racialist.
Racialist.
Racialist. Yes, I'm bringing that word back. Thank you very much, Ali G.
I liked the green ones the best.
Green ones are cool. Pink or red, I can't remember. Orange was not quite orange. Like they couldn't get the flavors quite right sometimes.
No, they really can't get the flavors quite right with those. And yeah, like then you would get like a bunny and you
The
would
bunny,
eat the ears first.
of course. Hollow or solid?
I would prefer hollow.
Me too, because that has more like the tactile crunchy crunchies.
It does, and also solid is just too much, man. Just too
Fuck
much. Even
man.
as a kid, you're like,
I don't
"Ah,
want to
I'm
eat no
done
more.
with chocolate."
We used to melt ours down. For anything we didn't eat, we'd put it in the freezer. No, seriously. And then we'll melt it down and you combine the
And
chocolate
you make
with an ice cream
bullets?
and make fudge.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's better sense than
Yeah.
bullets.
Bullets. No, we're not gonna shoot people. Okay, my aunt would always include a Crest toothpaste and toothbrush in every Easter basket to promote
Oh,
oral
man.
hygiene.
Oh, man, she was
Counteract
one
that
of
shit.
those.
Well, that was good. I was like, I always knew, like, I knew which basket was from her. Like, okay, all this candy, bazillion dollars worth, and here's your toothbrush. Don't forget, teeth are forever. Except for your
And
age,
then you're
they
like,
fall right the fuck
"Mm,"
out because you got kid teeth. But after that, teeth are forever. Unless you're rich,
mostly,
then you can
yeah.
buy new ones. But
Mhm.
other than that, teeth are forever. Dr. Teeth,
Forever.
Electric Mayhem. Oh, yeah. I can't do that voice. I'm not going to do it right now. I pulled my voice already today.
Yeah, don't do that.
I pulled other things today too. So we did all that. God, man. So Easter is Easter religious to you? It's a holiday?
It was.
It
It
was, but doesn't
was.
not
Yeah.
necessarily have to. People can still celebrate Easter just by doing the Easter egg hunt and the bunnies and shit like that and the
The whole thing is, like, also kind of pagan roots, kind of,
right.
like,
Oh,
with,
here we go. Hooking back to
like,
horror. Hooking back to horror.
especially
See what I do?
especially, like, the Easter eggs, like, I know that and I'm not an expert of any kind, but, like, the Ukrainian eggs to date back to pre-Christian, I believe, and basically each, because it has different designs, each
Right.
design meant something different, and the egg is basically just, a rebirth type metaphor anyway. The spring is coming, it's going to be fertile again, the land,
Someone can
as
get
from
pregnant.
an egg.
Jason Morgan.
Yeah, I mean, like, so the egg symbolizes a lot of things like that. So it can be spiritual to some people, and it can also just be, eggs and candy and bunnies and having fun.
Funnery. Yeah, I mean, honestly, what is it supposed to be? It's the celebration if Jesus comes back and sees his shadow. We've got 4 more years of Trump. Is
I
that what
knew
that's
that.
what it
I
is?
know.
I
As
set
soon
that up
as
for
you
12
said
fucking minutes,
passion,
dude. 12 fucking minutes. I set that
I
shit
know
up.
you
That's
did. You really
patience.
did.
That's patience, motherfuckers. Learn
I knew as soon as you said Passion of the Christ, I'm
it.
like, "Oh god, this is gonna be it's gonna be a quite the
Wait
podcast."
until yeah, it's gonna be something. But we're gonna get to yours first because I am
Okay.
lazy. But I honestly, I've been very proud of myself. I've been watching all the movies I say I'm reviewing.
I'm so proud.
Right? I'm even doing screeners for other people. I've got plugs for people. I've got shit that's it's amazing balls.
This is self-care right here,
Sure.
or self-torture, either way.
No, it's you get
It's good, I'm
energized
glad.
again. Yeah.
I'm glad,
Thank you.
especially since we're getting into spring, and that's the
Halfway
time to
to
be
Halloween.
energized. Halfway to Halloween's coming up.
That's what T&E channel told me fucking today.
Yeah, I know, I gotta go get my other nut sack.
Hey
My new
now.
nut sack too, with my
Nutsack.
dad.
Oh, that's right. What
Yeah,
convention is
it was
that?
a half it was a halfway to Halloween convention.
Oh yeah. Cool, dude.
Yeah, that my dad found on Facebook, and yep, I'm gonna have to go find I guess get another DVD.
It's US, right? Why don't we give you a budget and you get the weirdest fucking shit you can find? Write me a note how
Okay.
much it is. I'll invoice. I'll PayPal
I
you the
think
money.
I think the DVDs are like $10 that
I
they
was thinking like
had.
$100 budget. So
Jesus Christ.
no, Jesus Christ is my movie. Your movie is Easter Bloody Easter, and
It is.
here we go.
Here
Easter
we
Bloody
go.
Easter. Tell me about it.
Okay, so it is Southern. It is, like,
Ooh,
very Southern.
like
Um,
can marry itself.
like, you can tell a lot of people were, were dragging out Southern accents that they didn't have, but they were working real hard on them. But it's basically a story about this woman. She has a falling out with her partner,
Is it Tara Reid?
and it's not Tara Reid.
Ah, fuck.
It's actually the director of the movie.
It's director of Tara
Um,
Reid? Fuck me. I don't know. Tara Reid,
um,
director.
it's Diane Foster. So
Oh.
she plays Jeannie Cooper. She's also the director. Um, and basically, it's about this small town. Easter's their thing. They
Right.
have like something on Good Friday, they have something on Saturday, and they have something on Sunday.
An
And like
Easter
this
Monday,
is the
hopefully.
thing that they do like every year.
They kill
So
gay people.
no,
Too far
it's
south?
like
Sorry.
it's
How
not
far south is this?
okay. So it's like the
They
South
lynch people?
where nah, it's like really like
The nicer
honestly, I
south?
will give it it is the nicer South, and I will
Okay.
give it this, is that it did have a diverse cast, and it had a lot of, interracial couples, which I thought was really cool.
Cool. So does Star Trek. Klingons and Ferengis.
Yeah, that's true.
Take
So
that.
basically, it's about this woman, her partner's gone, you don't know exactly why, but she's really sullen about this,
You don't know why
she's
she's
just
upset
trying
her
to get
partner's
through it.
gone?
Well, you don't know
Really?
why he had left.
Oh.
You don't know why.
Are you assuming the partner's male, or is there, we actually have some
Wait, no, he is male.
meaning?
He is
I
male.
wasn't doing like a gender thing, but I was saying like, was she straight or whatever? Never. So it's male. Okay.
She's straight.
So a
There weren't
traditional, like quote unquote, Easter whites, traditional Baptist Southern. Yes.
yeah, I
Okay.
would say
Got
so.
it.
I would say
Got it. Cool.
so. But also throw in it's it's a horror comedy. So throw
It's
in those kinda
a
antics.
horror comedy.
Huh.
Fuck. This was
It's
a
a horror
screener?
it's called Easter Bloody Easter. Of course it's a
Wait,
horror
this is a
comedy.
screener? Or
Yes. It's a screener from our friend, Justin.
do I just not read emails anymore? You
I
know
don't
what?
know,
Honest to God, I probably know.
maybe he's coming to me with
It's
stuff.
like, fuck that gym guy. I'm going to fucking box.
He does come to me when it's about, like, small town monsters,
Yeah,
but he
cool.
did ask me if I wanted to do it. I'm like, "Sure, why not? It sounds
That's
fun."
awesome. Fuck yes.
Um, so yeah, so basically, unbeknownst to her, but what starts happening is an evil jackalope begins killing the people of the town.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I know this one.
You do?
Yes, that's a fucking rabbit that ran the antlers and shit, right?
Yes, like, I forget which, what was that from?
Jackalopes? Jackalopes are all over, man. I don't
I
know.
know, but the old TV show, I forgot there was, like, a jackalope on it.
The old TV show.
Was that on Saturday Night Live?
Oh no,
I
dude.
don't know. Anyway,
I
so
grew
it's a
up with them.
jackalope,
Yep.
and, so this movie kind of has everything. It has a dance number, it has an a cappella singing number, it has a drag queen, it has, gosh, what else? I mean, it just has kind of everything,
You
and,
had me at drag queen and
oh,
cabaret.
yeah.
You said cabaret and drag queen?
I didn't say cabaret, I said
Oh
dance
shit! I
number.
made that one up. So what
You
was it?
did you did make that one up.
Motherfucker. My movie is
So is
somehow
it
better
it's like
or
a
gayer.
dance
I don't
number
know. Like,
in
yeah,
the
it's
middle of it.
dance number in the middle of the drag show. Is
Yep, you
aren't
have killer bunnies, you have, like,
Monty Python
a jackalope running around killing people. Um,
needs a whole
it's
day.
just it's just kind of a fun ride, it really is, and I really wanted to kinda not like it because, like,
Really?
I, like, sit through movies called, like, Killer Kites and, like,
It's a kite.
Cocaine Shark
Cocaine
and, like
shark. 5.
and
The
so I thought,
ketamine.
like, this was gonna be kinda like that, and it is kind of like that. However, the casting's really good. The
Uh-huh.
actors are really good with what they're doing.
Oh, good.
Everybody's kind of over the top. Everybody's having a good time.
Wow.
And to be honest, like, when we get to the
Yeah.
midway point, I really, really liked the main character. Like, I felt for her, and I'm like, I should be feeling feelings
Aw.
for a movie called Easter Bloody Easter, but I
Easter
did.
bloody Easter. That's it's amazing. Okay, so CGI, yes, or they just puppet the hell out of this.
CGI and puppets.
And puppets?
Yeah.
Wow, what was
In
this fucking
fact
budget?
in fact, let me pull it up because, the person who did it,
Did
let's
Mad
see.
God. That would be messed
No,
up.
no, but I think he did the hand
Phil.
in
The
no,
hand in Miss Whom was a boozles?
uh,
The Hammonds?
Jesse Jesse,
Jesse Owens.
Velez. He
Jesse
did,
Gomez.
no, stop it. I'm trying to pull up the
You're trying to
release.
pull something up? Dude, hey, that's not the type of show. It's Easter Sunday show there, Box. We're doing BG.
No, we can do R, right?
R. We can do
We
R if
can
you
do
want.
something like that.
So it's puppetry and it is CGI, and it's an amazing thing that even if you didn't want to like it, you did.
It's and it comes from Gravitas Ventures,
Right.
and it's gonna actually, it just landed yesterday.
Oh,
So you can
so the
buy it on
26th.
Capital VOD. Yep, the 26th. You can get it on digital HD, streaming links, and oh, here it is. The iconic demon bunnies were created by Jesse Velez of Raptor House FX,
Okay.
who are also known for creating the infamous hand from Netflix's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And the bunnies, the killer bunnies, I did get a few chuckles out of because they were pretty funny and also kind of scary, but also like, okay, this is a movie where somebody has like puppets on her tits and she's going, "Not my tits," because they're biting her boobs.
So it's
That's
like critters.
kind of, but
I dig that. No, so it's like a 80s, late 80s throwback to those horror comedies where they're horror, but they didn't take themselves too seriously.
exactly.
Okay.
It's horror. They don't take themselves too seriously, but at the same time, like you can see some depth went on there. You can
Nice.
see how there was care put into it, and at the end of the day, you can tell they're just having a fun time. Like, they have the bunny hop dance, everybody
Oh, I
dances
can do
to
the
it.
bunny hop.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
Oh, now I want to watch this. Damn it. You're like, my movie was light and it was fun. I'm like, I'm looking at my fucking IMDb. I'm like,
I know,
man,
that's why you were like, "I'm
fuck
gonna do
me.
this," and I'm like,
Fuck
"I'm gonna
me,
take the
man.
funny Easter bunny one."
I should have done that. Oh, wow. So, what do you get us out of Cthulhu's out of 5?
Okay, so I would watch it again.
Would you?
Good.
We can make it a porno, man. Easter bunnies, making
No,
Playboy bunnies instead and have them like,
I think I'm gonna pass on that
okay,
one.
fine. We can make the next one a porno.
Um, I think I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
3.75?
Yeah, it was close to 4.
Fuck.
I think it could have been cut a little bit better because the runtime was, I think, a little bit long. But oh, and I didn't like the ending. That's it. Also, I didn't
You
like
did
the
not like
very,
the
very
ending?
end. No. Um, I think it could have been a little bit tighter. But
Well, phrasing.
that being said, it was a fun movie.
Oh, and how long was the movie? A minute or an hour 30?
No, it was a little bit longer, I think. I think it was like an hour 40,
Hour
I wanna
40?
say.
Okay,
Something like that.
375. Okay, shit. Well,
Yeah,
that's
but again, I'm still giving it a glowing review. It was a lot of fun. It's one of those movies where it's you don't have to turn on your brain, you don't have to get spiritual, like, you
oh man.
you
You don't have
can
to get
just
pressure for mine, trust me.
I
But it ain't okay, damn it. Okay, box. Fine. I'm glad you had the light one. Uh,
did, it was fun.
my movie, Passion of the Christ, directed by
Oh.
Mel Gibson.
Oh, that Mel Gibson?
Yeah, that Mel Gibson. This
Oh.
is what the IMDb says. Depicts the final 12 hours, just 12, in the life of Jesus of Nazareth on the day he was crucified in Jerusalem. And it's got
That sounds like a
subtitles for
laugh.
the entire fucking thing.
Yes, it does.
Entire thing. Subtitles.
'Cause they're not yeah, they're speaking in what was it?
Aramaic.
Aramaic?
Fuck. Arithmetic. Yeah, sure. Listen,
Mhm.
I wanted to do this because for me, this was I spit on your grave. This is like the gore porn of torture and just stripping down and beating a dude. It starts out with him basically getting beat.
Well,
It's like, oh,
yeah, I mean
they got Jesus, and then for next 2 hours you just see some guy get the ass kicked.
that was part of the story.
Yeah, but but as I was going through this, I'm like, man, I don't remember it starting out with him getting beat. Damn it! Just like I didn't remember Natural Born Killers apparently. So I'm like, maybe I just watched The Passion of the Jew by South Park and talk about that because I'm pretty sure whatever Cartman's saying is going to be parallel to The Passion of the Christ. Anyways, that's what they were doing. They're spoofing the movie. But then I couldn't find it. I own it because someone gave it to me and I just didn't want to get off the sofa. Like, I have to get off the sofa.
Wow.
I have to put it into the Xbox. I have to get the battery to a controller or something. I don't know. So I started watching The Passion of the Christ on double speed. And it helped so fucking much. Passion of the Christ on double speed, it becomes a kung fu movie because people and the subtitles fly by and it's all action and it looks like it's a fucking kung fu trainer where they have the young master or I guess this case the young Jesus in there. And for my understanding, his only crime making a table too high. That's the only thing I understood. He made a table. His mom's like, "What the fuck's this shit? It's too high." He's like, "Oh, people have like chairs or some shit. I don't know. Invite chairs. I'm son of God. I invented a table." Chairs were beyond people at that time. And the rest is just this really wicked kung fu movement. It's so fucking good this way. It's hysterical. It's a fucking comedy.
I don't think
Double
it's
speed.
kung fu.
There's a kung fu comedy. I was thinking, oh my God, this is Kung Fu Hustle. This is Kung Pao. This is everything I wanted to see. Every once in a while, I was looking out for Sebastian Bach to sing like Jesus Christ, but I remember that was Jesus Christ Superstar. I was like, okay, I get it. There's
Yeah.
no musical in
Although
this one.
that would be fun too.
Sing Boz as Jesus Christ again? Yes, it would be good. I actually got to see him as Jesus Christ before. It was an amazing show.
Oh,
Sebastian
in a
Bach
show.
as Jesus Christ Superstar. The person in front of me freaked out when he started singing because she might not have known who he was. She was like,
Oh.
12 years old. And he starts belting it out. She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, new metalhead right in front of us. It was awesome. But this one ain't got him in it.
Mm.
It's put it
It's
this way.
got a lot of stars that we don't really know
Mel
too
Gibson.
well after it.
Oh, it's got Jim Carazel and Monica Bellucci and Maya Morgenstern and
I had Monica
Francesco
Bellucci? I
DeVito.
don't remember that.
Which one?
Gosh. Okay. Monica Bellucci?
Yeah, she plays Mary Magdalene.
Oh, yeah, it's been a
Well,
I
it's
think
20 years
actually
old.
I think the last time I actually saw it was when I was in a church.
There you go. This movie's old enough to drink and drive. Well, no, not drink in the United States. Sorry, motherfuckers. Drink everywhere else.
Drink everywhere else and
Drink
drive.
and drive. It's got nominated for 3 Oscars, 30 wins, 24 nominations in total. But I think people have misunderstood this movie since it started. Honestly, do yourself a favor if you have it on streaming. I don't know if you can maybe do this with DVD as well or Blu-ray. If you can get it streaming, put it on double speed. You might want to get high. Okay. Get high
Okay,
and then
there's
put it
there's
on.
rules to
I was
this.
not high. Okay. Technically, I was on painkillers and muscle relaxers, but that's not high for me. That's just like edging normal. So get high if you want. Watch it on double speed. Leave the sound on. Because if you do it that quickly, it sounds like it's fucking Chinese. So you got this kung
You
fu
really
fucking
want it
movie.
yeah, you really want this to be Chinese,
It
don't you?
it's it's got Well, it didn't help because I was maybe looking this at a site that had it translated into Chinese. It had 2 subtitles, the English and Chinese. So I'm like, "Oh, shit." Or maybe I was really
Did you
high.
just watch a Chinese movie and
Fucking
not
Jackie Chan
realize
was in
that?
it. Why is Jackie
Yeah.
Chan not in this IMDb? That's so weird, and Jesus had a chair, he, like, ran up the wall with it? Eh. No, but it makes fucking sense. It's like a training montage. It's like a flashback. If you watch Ip Man, it's the same concept where he's getting beat up for a while, and then at the very end, when super Jesus is down, he's out. We're getting canceled tomorrow. I can't wait
It's
for
so
Easter.
getting canceled, oh my god.
Whatever. Like if this
I don't
pisses
even have
people
my
off.
kazoo at this point.
I don't. You know what? If I
But see,
think,
the end of
who
the
cares?
story
There you go.
at the end of the
But at
story,
the end of the
though.
story, this is the coolest part. It reminds me of an old Jet Li film where Jet Li's character, like he's down, he's out. You don't know if he's gonna live or not. It's John fucking Wick. There we go. It's John Wick. Yeah, pretty close. And
Well,
you
I mean,
think
there's
John
no
Wick's gonna come
dog.
back or not? He's down. He can't get any worse.
It
And
sounds like
then
Rocky, to be honest.
I think the whole premise is a bit rocky. But he comes back clean, no bruises, no cuts, no nothing. He was getting his ass beat. We're talking about whips and chains and pokes and fucking
Yeah, he had,
crosses and
like,
shit like that,
his eye was all
drags
eh.
and all sorts of stuff.
Mm.
And that could be his theme song, like the Rocky theme song. That would be fucking kicking some ass. I'm not saying that theme song was in there, but you know, it was
I
really.
love looking at
You're
it.
right, I know. But he comes back at the very end, so it's a cliffhanger. There's gotta be a part 2. There's gotta be like Passion of the Christ 2, Jesus of Bunnylandia. I don't know, man.
I think part 2 is actually Good Omens season 3 because
Season 3, Good
Jesus
Omens. Oh, Good
yeah,
Omens season
Jesus is
3?
coming. Yeah, they are gonna have a season 3 and
Oh, that's right.
Jesus is coming back.
Jesus is coming, right?
No, like,
I think that's
that's
my
what it
t-shirt.
is. He's coming back. It's
Perhaps
called
I
The
was
Second
wrong.
Coming.
Hey, now.
Second Coming.
I used to be able to do that. I'm just old. But you know what? If okay, you see this movie, I don't think it's got special effects. I think it's just a fucking snuff film. I think they just like beat the shit out of the lead actor, and that was it. There's not even makeup there. But it makes sense. Double speed this shit. Keep the captions on. Keep the sound on. It's a kung fu comedy. It's awesome.
Captions in English or in Chinese?
Have them both, man. I'm not saying where I saw it, but I like Johnny Stewart on the Daily Show and always puts me in motion to watch more. That's all I'm saying. Go find it there. I'm not sure of the soundtrack because I don't. It had like a score. I'm guessing it had to,
It
right?
does, it does. I
Yeah.
think it was nominated for the score or something, I don't know.
I really think I have the. Oh wait, shit! It did have a soundtrack,
Yeah, it
and you're
does.
right. It was
Of course
nominated for a
it does.
score. Yeah, it has a
Yeah.
soundtrack. Let me see if I can get one of these fucking songs to play. They call this the Nazarene. Uh, the Nazarene Shuffle? What the fuck? So this must be playing when Jesus was training. Yeah, there we go. Motherfucker.
I knew that.
Anyways, I'm going to hell.
In other news.
I was like, for all those people who thought I was going to hell before, for all the tattoos, I do have some tattoos that are like maybe religious or not. I can't show in some family functions, but that's okay. I'm not being asked. Dolores O'Riordan? Oh, wait. Ave Maria. No way. The
What?
singer from the fucking Cranberries? Yeah.
Wait, what?
The singer from the Cranberries did
Yes.
Ave Maria for this. I was just bullshitting
Aw.
for this show.
Aw. Well,
Yeah.
not for the show, for the movie.
Oh, the whatever. This show. She did it for this show. Fuck the movie. No, she did it for the movie. That's a
R.I.P.
So there, yeah, I know. I was kind of really sad when I heard she
I
died.
was really bummed, but
Yeah, she had a lot going for
I
her.
bet it's beautiful. I bet she did a great job.
Yeah, now I want to actually, you know, look it up again on single speed. So I give this. Okay, there's
Mhm.
two things I have to give this.
Yeah, okay, if you were to just give this a movie at the regular
The
playback
regular speed.
speed.
As a horror, it does work as horror as the regular speed because there's a devil scenes that the children
There
are
are.
all freaky and the guy is really getting whipped and beaten and it's like political drama type horror.
Mhm.
As a horror film, and if you didn't know, watch, if you didn't know who the fuck Jesus was supposed to have been, and you just watch some dude being accused and then like getting the shit kicked out of him for hours and hours and hours and hours on end,
Mhm.
and he's supposed to be doing some magical shit. You know, he does magic. That's usually his thing. He pulled rabbits out of people's hats. That's why I have Easter Bunny because he pulled a rabbit out of the hat. He's a
Yeah,
magician. He's a magician.
and that's why they hated him.
Yeah, he wouldn't. He was the Penn and Teller of the day. He wouldn't. He didn't talk that much, which is why they hate him. I would give this a 4.
Okay.
Honest. I was like, honest to God, that's sacrilege. But honest to God, I would give it a 4 based upon if I'm
Okay.
putting this in the genre of uh, not Saved by the Bell, Spit on Your Grave, or kind of like The Purge, or
Okay.
the Strangers. All those things where you have something that could, because it could happen, right? That's the whole premise that makes this really weird. Take away the divinity, take away the magic to it. This could historically, God, I mean, I'm pretty sure historically it happened somewhat. You know, I'm
Yes.
not saying
It happened
divinity.
many
Right,
times.
right, right. So this could still happen today. People could mob up against somebody.
Yeah, they
They
do.
could make them they can torture them. They could, you know, the mob rules to appease everyone else. That could absolutely still happen today. It's probably happening right about now in some
Okay, you're
countries.
bumming me out, man,
I know.
okay.
So from that perspective, I think it's a solid 4.
Okay.
Solid 4. Now, my kung fu double speed 5. Because you, okay, I dare you. I'm gonna send you the link after the show. You put it on fucking double speed with the sound up, and you watch that shit. It's gonna make you giggle, and it shouldn't be because you know technically it's still the same guy getting his ass kicked for 2 hours, but it's gonna make you
It
fucking
is.
laugh. It's gonna make you be like, oh my god, I see it. And like, all the little, it's gonna be a kung fu film.
So
That's my final thing.
for people who need a laugh this Easter, or especially on Good Friday, play Passion of the Christ.
5 stars, double speed.
Double speed.
That's my horror comedy. Passion of the Christ. 5 star. You did your horror comedy, the Easter Bloody
Oh,
Easter. I did mine, Passion
oh,
of
man.
Christ. And now it brings us to our joint movie, which I regretted immensely.
I did not regret.
Oh, okay.
I
Crow.
think The Crow 4.
Wicked, yeah,
4.
Crow 4, Wicked Prayer, which I thought was a as a Isaac, not Jacob Weiss. What's with the guy's like?
I
Uh,
don't know why it's Wicked Prayer. Is it because they're Satanists?
I don't know, were they Satanists? I don't
They
know, man.
were.
I guess.
David Boreanaz was
In
very
it,
femme. He
yeah,
was
who's in it?
very femme, and he was very Satanist. Uh, maybe? Speaking of iconography and religious iconography, I could not make heads or tails of the religion in this movie. You have
You
Satanists,
couldn't?
you have Christians, you have Native
Sure.
Americans,
Yeah.
you have Native Americans that are maybe Christians. I could not understand
Maybe.
Danny Trejo's character.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because there is a standing
Was
image of
he
Janny's character.
was he a Native American slash Latino?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. He does a Native American
Y-
dance?
yes. Yes, he does. I know. And
Shirtless.
that's
Shirtless.
box. That's how the fucking movie ends for me. Because I have no conscious memory of anything that happens after it, even though I remember the credits kind of rolling, is Danny Trejo shirtless for like 10 minutes,
Oh,
dancing around a
it's in
fucking trash can, I
slow-mo.
think. In
It's
super
in s
slow
no,
motion.
no, it's the bird he's dancing
Oh,
around
it's a
because 'cause he's got
bird?
a
I didn't even
yes.
get that part.
The crow is sick or
It's sick,
something.
dying, it's
So
something.
Danny Trejo has to
Don't
put
know.
aside his Christianity because he is a priest, which also threw me because he has a daughter, but he is dressed as, like, a priest, like, he has the collar.
Not when he's dancing, because he's
Not when he's
topless.
dancing, but again, he has a so I'm like, "Is he a priest or I guess he's a pastor?" But he has the collar
But, you
of a
know, some priests
Christian
weren't always
of a
priests. They didn't start out you don't not born a
I
priest, unless you're
guess
Judas.
so. It
Judas.
was very it was very interesting.
And this is very religious. Did you see the characters' names? Pestilence, War, Famine,
Oh, this
Lola,
is yeah, well, the
Harold,
Satanists are
Moses.
the Satanists are basically they're very cute. They all have names of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and they all have cars with their names on them.
Okay,
It's very cute,
okay. I have to go back to the
except for
very beginning
Lola.
of this. The very beginning is I think
I
I
could talk about
sent
this
you.
movie all day.
Did I send you a screenshot? Like, I don't know why he's
Yes.
aiming for like this small like, okay, we're gonna do this intricate blow up shot, and your guy's gonna have a rifle, but he's gonna shoot the smallest fucking thing he can find to have a spark that's gonna ignite this fuel on the floor that goes into the why just shoot the fucking canister? It's like a 20-gallon, million-gallon tank of fuel. Just shoot that. Not
Okay,
this like intricate spark thing.
we have to start from the very,
You
very
were terror
beginning.
as a sniper?
Before even that, where we are told in a long
Oh,
exposition
yes. Yes.
that
Yes.
the Native
Oh,
Americans have the land and they wanna make a casino, but there are miners, as in they mine stuff from a mine,
I ho.
and I thought it was
I
gonna be
ho.
about them. It's not. The
What is?
miners never come back.
Oh,
Mm,
sorry.
they're just gone, but they're protesting each other, which I thought was weird. I've never seen a protest with another protest, like, protesting together. But anyway, so
Yeah, not against each
the
other, together.
kind of, they were I mean, they were against each other, but they were also protesting and counter protesting, I guess, and
I
I was like, "Get back to work, miners. What are you doing?" Anyway, so and that's when we meet the 4 horsemen, and then one of them comes in with a tank, like a big vat of poison or
or
something,
something.
and
Yeah.
he roundhouse fucking kicks it, and as soon as he roundhouse fucking kicked that thing, I'm like, "I'm in. I'm
He's like,
into
and
this
it
movie."
breaks my fucking foot. And he's like, oh my Christ, I just roundhouse kicked a fucking metal tank
Yeah,
and
it's
my
like a metal
foot's still
tank,
intact. I, I've shattered my
and
foot on elbows before.
yes,
Fucking let
it's
alone a metal tank.
fucking ridiculous, like, why would you kick a roundhouse kick a metal tank? That was this and I was in, and I'm like, "This is gonna be great." And then we cut to, like, all this stuff of, like, prisoners near a church/orphanage? I don't know, those kids were, like
Kind of.
I don't know why they were with prisoners.
And the
Okay,
prisoners were
so
wearing blackout garb too, like they had their heads covered, right?
well, only David Boreanaz
Only
because that was
David?
the big
Okay.
reveal, was that David Boreanaz was David
He is in the movie,
Boreanaz.
motherfuckers, and he's playing the first 5 minutes.
And so I took so many notes of this movie. I
Oh,
was
no.
kind of drunk,
Okay.
and
Long way to watch it.
I was furious too that, like, we were, like, 10 to 15 minutes into the movie and the credits were still playing.
I thought it was just more exposition. Those are credits? Because the exposition box was talking about they're not talking, they just put it on it's like a
Oh,
Star
they put
Star
it on the
Wars
screen. Yeah.
reading.
It's like and then it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And, like,
Doesn't stop.
it's ridiculous. And then we have Tara Reid, who looks gorgeous in this movie, I'm just gonna
Absolutely
say.
stunning as she is.
And
We got the
and a
kitten.
very fey David Boreanaz in, like, always showing off his chest.
But at least he wasn't
and
homeless, like Roddy Piper was with the perfect everything in like the first day.
the perfect air hair, the
Hair,
perfect everything.
manscaped.
But yes. So they're so they're Satanists. David Boreanaz is going to become Satan.
Like the
But they're very
Antichrist, right? Yeah.
the Antichrist, but they're very traditional. Satanists are very traditional. He has to get married first.
Which actually
And he
takes us through 3 fucking acts, by the way.
oh, it does. It
It's
does.
like, oh my god. No one heard of Vegas
Um,
before.
no.
Gonna bang this
And
shit
and
out in 5 minutes.
and again, it's just funny because it's he's very much courting Tara Reid as a Satanist. Um, but that was just kind of weird to me. And then I was very confused because they were talking about Aztecs. Um, but I thought Aztecs, and I could be wrong, were not where they are in the movie because they kept saying it was like Aztec magic,
Yeah.
which I don't think
Well,
is the Native Americans that are in
I I
that
think
area.
I think they were just rolling random dice. It's
They
like
were.
making a pirate board character. Roll a d6. Oh, Jimmy Schnookles Coconut. Nice. That's my character name.
Yes, everybody's ethnicities, I was so confused about.
Who the fuck is Edward For? Okay, I know who Edward Furlong is the kid from
Well,
Terminator
he's
2.
from
But
yeah, Germany and
Jimmy
Stitches.
Jimmy Cuervo, what's he supposed to be? He looks like
He
he
was
was
supposed to be, I
trying
think,
to be a frog
Latino.
brother, Latino frog brother.
I think he was trying to be Latino. I think so we get a weird flashback way later about and I was kinda a little bit tipsy at that point, about him killing somebody else, but kind of by accident, and that was,
I,
like it was so weird. There's so many times in my notes, like, I have
oh
so many
Jesus.
notes. I have so many notes. Like,
No
those are
bullshit. Those are not all your notes, are you? Are you
those are they
serious?
are these are all of my notes.
Oh fucking dude, were you drunk or on
I
Ritalin?
I told you I was a little
Fuck.
tipsy. I was a little bit tipsy, and so I was just, like, going with it, man. Like, there was so much Native American flute music in this movie, so much of it, which is fine. I don't mind it, but for an action movie is kind of weird.
But they even had a dance scene, which was multiple dance scenes. Well, apparently, I'm looking at Danny Trejo's picture, and by the way, he never wrote back. His agent, I need to call.
Oh,
No, I just gotta
that's a
call the agent
shame.
again. I know.
Okay. He's great, though. He is great.
Oh, Danny Trejo's the tops, man.
Um, so, yeah, like one other thing that I kind of felt weird about too is because this is very much in the like 90s like Native Americans or mystical type era. So it was kind of like fetishizing the Native American, but also oh, I should probably preface all of this by saying this is the only Crow movie I've ever seen.
Now I was gonna get to that. Because I got to go, how the fuck is this crow? And I even played. Listen, I have watched a
So all
movie.
of my
I watched a
opinions are based
original
on this.
movie in the theaters. I have a picture of, I think
I'm
that's
sure
actually
you
Jim
do.
Morrison, that someone put the crow thing, the quote from the crow on. And
Like,
oh
it was a
man,
very
2005.
cultural, like, zeitgeist. It was very,
Yeah.
like,
James
The Crow
O'Barr for who did the comics and the originals. And I know we were talking together. I
it's very
mean,
moody, very emo, very, like, dark and kinda sexy, and everybody was dressing as it for Halloween and shit.
I
That's
even
also
I
a
did
South
a
Park
crow for
joke.
Halloween, man.
That's also a South Park joke. Like, everybody
Was
was
it?
doing yeah, I never saw it. Um, so I only have this movie to base Crow knowledge on.
Oh no, so we need to do another episode, just crow movies. That's what we finna
And
say.
so I think it has something to do with the Native Americans, and the crow takes your soul, but if you don't like it, then you flings it back if it's really angry or whatever. So,
Sure.
um, so the love interest, and this I found really weird too. I have so many thoughts about this movie. I really loved this movie
You
with how
love
bad
this
it was.
movie?
I love this movie.
Oh, fuck. Did
I
we watch the
love
same
this
movie?
movie. I will watch this movie again because it
You
made me laugh
will?
so hard. It made me laugh so hard. Um,
Oh
I
my
didn't like how they were fetishizing her blue eyes as a Native American. They kept bringing that back, and that like
Well, they took him
I
from her,
get
right?
well,
They
they
scooped
did
him
because
out.
she has spirit eyes. She can see things or whatever, and Tara
That's
Reid.
Crow 2-ish or maybe end of 1, I can't remember.
Okay, well, we should watch Crow 3. I need to take this
Oh,
back.
fucking do
We have to
Kirsten
go back.
Dunst?
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
gotta do
no, no,
the
no.
Kirsten Dunst one.
No, no, no.
Um,
We're gonna go backwards to the Crow, like, oh, it's the Crow 1. We can do 3, 2,
I
1 for our next one. 3, 2, 1 Contact.
yeah, yeah, we could do that. Let's do that.
Just do all joint movies. That means I have to watch 2 and 3. Fuck me.
In my notes, I have, holy shit, he actually, this is the Satanist. This is David Boreanaz.
Yes.
He has deviled eggs, deviled ham, and devil's food cake, and that is what he feeds his little minions.
His little minions. And yeah,
And I was like, this is so stupid.
he's Angel.
And
Isn't he
he
Angel?
he's Angel, and this is I say this in my notes. I'm like,
Mhm.
this has to be his backstory because he's really like synth wavy goth in this movie.
Okay. This movie came out in 2005. When was Bones? When was Angel? When was
Angel
Oh
was about that time. Bones
fuck.
is way later.
No.
Um,
Angel goes from 99 to 2004. Bones starts in '05.
are you kidding me?
This happens in the gap between Angel and Bones?
I wonder if his other horror movie was in the gap between Angel and Bones too, because he
Let me
did another
see.
horror
He
movie.
did another
We should
horror
do a
movie?
Boreanaz. We should do a Boreanaz thing too. Um,
I see Buffy and Angel, really. I don't really see other really big horror movies there. But I don't consider
I
this a horror movie.
I wrote down that was really stupid to get from the spirit world to this world, and I want my refund. Okay, so anyway, okay, so these Satanists, they know Eddie, Edward
Didn't
for
like his Teddy. Knew he
long.
was no good kid. Makes you cry. Oh wait, that's Rocky Horror Picture
So
Show.
they know him and they know the girl, and they cut the girl's eyes out and they like kill them both, and they put him in a old refrigerator, like the one that uh what's his face crawls into in
Indiana
Indiana
Jones.
Jones. Yeah.
Sadly, I knew where you're going with that. That's
I
shit,
know.
man.
It's
That was
it's
so painful.
basically the same damn fridge. So
I think
they
so.
he dies and then he's in the spirit world and she's like, "Nah." And the crow's like, "Okay, let's go back." And so that's when he becomes the crow and I lose my fucking mind.
Okay. There's a reason when you see the makeup in Crow 1, there's a reason why Brandon Lee does the makeup. I don't see any reason for Terminator 2 kid to do this makeup. I can't.
Didn't you see
It's
didn't
just
you see it's Crowfest. It's
oh
Crowfest.
god.
What was that? What was it called? It wasn't Crowfest. It was like Crow and Ravenfest?
Dude, okay.
It was Ravenfest.
This is where we're gonna fast forward to because I honestly I remember this is all I remember of the movie, right?
Okay.
I remember somehow they had made a big deal, as you said, about the four horsemen of apocalypse. You know, they made a big deal about that shit.
Mhm.
And the exposition that gets crammed down your in the crawl. And I didn't give a shit about Eddie for Jimmy Cuervo. I didn't give a shit about him or the dog. I didn't care. Like, oh, they kill some randos. Great, whatever. I had no idea who's good, who's bad. David's supposed to be good or bad. David's like, I'm a preacher. They kill me. I'm like, sort of, I guess. So are you the crow now? And then Tito Ortiz is in this before he was known to be a wife beater.
Ortiz.
Sorry,
Fucking Tito Ortiz. Oh, I
allegedly
saw
wife
his
beater.
face. he seems like such a fucking tool when he's fighting. Anyway,
And
I never
I'll say
liked
Tito's
Hugh
a tool.
Ortiz.
You know, I've
He's a fucking tool.
yeah,
And
and
when I saw his face, I'm like, "Who is that?" He looks so and then I had to look it up. I'm like, "That fucking guy."
we're the same age.
Are you kidding me?
No,
He's
no.
aged. Well, but then again, he used to fight like a bitch.
So
Anyway,
did I, but not like that.
not like a bitch.
Don't use your face to block.
Like a classy girl.
Yeah, but
Okay, so this reveal.
you,
This reveal.
you have that, and then you got David Brownus, and you got Terry as a sniper, and then
She's great.
somehow you have Denny Trejo, and you have a crow thing, and he's like Yuki
There's a
or
lot of good
Pestilence is
casting.
drunk, but he's not drunk. And then
Yeah.
they're so hard trying to recreate Crow 1. It's like they took all the
Are
elements of
they?
Crow 1 and said, like, let's do it shittier.
Oh, okay.
And
Because
then
to
randomly throw
me,
in Danny Trejo in just in case.
it's just so strange. Like, I have so many times where I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. But I will have to tell you that fucking reveal when he puts on the white makeup and he uses a Sharpie. He uses a Sharpie to put the little things on his face.
Yeah.
And my notes are, oh my god, his face, oh my god, oh honey, my god, he's a beautiful bi girl. And he looks very bi goth. Like a bi goth girl of that.
He looks like Corey fucking Feldman. He looks like Corey Feldman as a brother growing up trying to be Michael Jackson.
No, he looks very feminine.
Like I
I
said,
feel
he looks
like
like Corey Feldman
okay,
for Frog
I
Brother
feel
growing
like
up to be Michael Jackson.
I feel like he switched his gender when he became whatever he became.
I don't know, man.
And he became very emo because he just kept asking. He's just like, "I just wanna die." He just keeps saying that over and over. It's
I think
just
the
like, "This
movie
is a
was saying that. I
nightmare.
just want to die, man.
This
Just
is a
want to die.
nightmare. I'm a
Shoot me, please
monster.
shoot me.
I just wanna die." And he just flings himself at people. That's his power. If you ask me
Yeah,
what the crow's
it's
power is, it's to fling himself at people and then get the shit beat out of him.
so it's basically fucking Passion of the Christ again. So
It was.
this is IMDb from Todd Baldridge trying to piece a storyline together best he can. Jimmy Corville is a down on his luck ex-con, of course, in a polluted mining town on a reservation that would run him out of town if not remaining for his probation. What the fuck already, right? With his time nearly finished, he plans to start a new life with his girlfriend Lily and leave the town for good. But Luke Crash and Loa Barn head a local gang and local Satanists, because you have to be both, who murdered Jimmy and Lily in a brutally ritualistic slang. Reading's hard for me today.
It
That
is. You're
they
doing
hope
great. Good job.
will conjure the rebirth of the Antichrist. It's like IMDb just got shit on by AI, but this Todd actually is doing this movie justice. This is what the movie's about. When the Legend of the Crow
Yes.
returns Jimmy from the dead, Jimmy heads out to a one-man path of vengeance that lead him to El Nino, because
Th
that was a thing back then, by the way.
Holy
Remember El
shit.
Nino?
Okay. Holy
Which is
shit. Dennis
Dennis
Hopper?
Hopper.
We have not
Which
even
is
gotten
Dennis
to
fucking
Dennis
Hopper.
Hopper.
I think I texted you, like, Box, I'm almost with the movie. Where the fuck's Dennis Hopper?
Yes, you did. And when he came out and was acting like again, what is the race? What are we doing? He was acting like a caricature of a black pimp. It was the weirdest shit I have ever seen in my entire goddamn life. I
It may be.
I could not even describe to you. And Macy Gray as his, like, second in command,
Oh, yeah, I
there's
heard that was there,
I
but I kind of blot that shit out.
no, Macy Gray's there. Like, I can't even my brain is broken. It really is, because it was just insanity.
This was so bad, I had to Google through things. When did Dennis Hopper die? And did he have a drug
Oh, man.
problem? I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
'cause I couldn't figure out, like, okay, so he's still alive. He wasn't like trying to make money for the end of his life. No, he's died of cancer. at 2:05. But I'm like, did he maybe have a drug problem that he needed to pay for with this movie? Because I can't figure out. I'm
I
not saying he's a
feel
drug
like
addict. I have no idea.
no, I feel like he was just near the set or something, and he's like,
Just
"Oh,
dress
this
that
could
way.
be fun. This could be fun. Can
And
I
dress
play
that
it
way.
however I want?" And the director's like, "Sure, go ahead.
You're
You
Dennis
know, go
fucking
for
Hopper.
it."
Why not?
He's like "Well, there's a lot of, prostitutes around here. I guess I'll play a pimp." And, I feel like okay, so I have quotes
Oh no.
from
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 the
the
El
wedding
Nino?
scene from the wedding scene.
Oh yes.
So, this is Dennis Hopper. "I
Yes.
now pronounce you devil and his shorty."
Yes.
And then
Always.
she says, "I love you, Lucifer." And then he goes, Dennis Hopper says, "Well, kiss the bride, motherfucker."
Yes. I sadly remember that. This is like PTSD for me, but
It was
yeah.
so good. It was so
I
good.
I can't. I'm sorry. This
He has
is
so many notes.
this is
I just
horrible.
it's so much. I mean, it looks like an 80s music video with a punk lesbian group at the end. It's just so good.
And here's the thing, man. I want to say the acting's good, but it's not always.
It's not good. It is
Uh,
not good. They were not given good direction, I don't think,
that's
because
what other people are saying. It's not so much. These are
yeah.
all talented actors. Like, well, not
Oh, these are
TLRPs,
all
but
incredible actors.
Tara. We got David, Danny. These are all
Even Edward
Edward
Furlow
Furlong. Yeah,
Furlong, sorry. I really liked him in a movie called Stitches, which was really, really
great.
indie, and he's a good actor. He
Yeah,
is. I feel like the director of this movie, which I did look it up, I'm like, did he do a lot of these types? No. He did a lot of weird type movies, so I feel like he was just kinda given what he was given and just went with it. But, oh man, yeah, this movie is a doozy.
yeah. Matt Hamlin on IMDb pretty much says about David Boreanaz. It's not given much room to basically act, and I don't think none of them were, except for Dennis
Oh,
Hopper, as you
no.
say.
Yeah, no, all of them, Danny Trejo, like, nobody knew what the fuck they were doing,
They
but
didn't see a
doing the
script.
best they could.
It's like they all had different versions of the script,
I feel like they did, and, like,
and not
David
like
Boreanaz, when he becomes Satan or, like, the Antichrist, he goes, like, full 11. He goes, like,
yeah. It's like I'm gonna
weird
destroy the
full.
goddamn world. Oh, then
Well,
I
and he
I kind of
becomes, like, a weird, like I don't know, because even Tara Reid's like, "I don't know if I wanna stay married to
it's
this
like I
guy."
thought we're gonna rule the world, not burn it all. And here's this is where it goes weird for me. If IMDb says Norman Partridge as a writer in parentheses inspiration, so like he inspired this movie. How the fuck do you inspire writing a movie? Because when James O'Barr creates The Crow, and James O'Barr's name's just tagged on to it. I hope I didn't ask him. I you know what? Next time I hope it's just more of a forever Crow movie has to have James's name because he creates all the fucking world and the characters and the mythos. I think that's the thing right there. And then Lance Mungia is part of the writing crew. So six string samurai, yeah. Six string samurai, I can talk.
Okay,
Crow
so
and Garden for real.
did did he write the line, quotes, "The raven nevermore, motherfucker"?
I
Who
think
who gave us that line?
that's the thing, man. It's so sad. This is just
Okay, so since this is my first Crow movie,
yeah,
I have some questions.
sure.
Do all crows lack motivation and energy?
No, just this one, man.
Okay, do all crows, like, have random slow motion scenes?
Not that I'm aware. Although, hold on, Crow One has some different scenes because Brendan Lee dies before they're done filming it,
Yeah,
so
that
they have
I
to get
can
creative with the
understand.
camera.
Okay, do crows usually spit in the face of their enemies? Like this one?
Blood, maybe, but only if they're, like, on the being downside. Those are your
Oh, I
questions?
also
These are
kn
easy. So, basically, no, this is not a Crow movie. I think this is
Oh, okay,
just
okay, okay, okay.
this is what happens. I'm looking more into it. Norman Partridge wrote the novel,
A
Crow,
novel?
Wicked Prayer, apparently, I don't know. And James
According
O'Barr,
to
I was right.
Wikipedia.
Apparently, James and I can actually I'll confirm this if I remember later on, because he creates The Crow, gets tagged on all these fucking movies. So he didn't
Okay,
write the
so
goddamn screenplay.
I was kind of incensed a little bit that can I spoil this movie? I mean,
Oh, fucking I think it's already past his due date.
okay, 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 okay. I was kind of incensed that he kills David Boreanaz's character like he would a
He
vampire.
does?
Like, he stakes him. Like,
Wait,
there's a
he kills
stake
him?
that yeah.
I don't rem
Well,
Box.
you did not watch this whole movie?
The last part I remember was 2 things. 1, a dude
Did I
with
watch
dynamite strapped around his body
Yeah,
somehow is
yeah.
fighting without the realization is, like, the crow's got, like, some
That
kind of,
was
like, the torches going. I'm like, "Just light the fucker on fire. He's gonna blow up. You
holy
have a
shit.
torch."
That
He's
was
got
such a
dynamite
great
around his
scene.
body.
Yeah, he has dynamite. That's when David Boreanaz becomes the Antichrist and kisses Tara Reid, and then the windows of stained glass blow up.
Sure,
Yes.
as it does.
Yes.
But the other thing I remember is Danny Trejo dancing, I wanna assume naked. I didn't see if they did,
No,
like, a pan down, but I know at least it was
it was
topless.
pants. He had pants. He was
Okay.
topless.
He was topless. I remember that scene, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What the actual f" again,
You have missed so much.
I
You have
watched
missed so
this
much.
after watching Passion of the Christ.
Okay,
Fast forward as a kung fu movie. So by
I
that
wonder,
time,
because I
I
rented
wasn't
this
high
movie.
enough. I wasn't
No,
high
I don't
enough,
think you
Box.
were. I don't think you were. I rented this movie. Maybe I rented the director's cut, which I don't think I did.
But,
No, there's a lot that goes on afterwards. Like, he kills him vampire style. Like, again, there's a stake coming out. And then he, like, has a very intimate moment, the crow does, like, whispering into the face of the villain, which I thought was kind of weird. Um,
I don't know, man.
and says kind of like a poem, which I thought that was kinda cool or
That is
something.
Crowish. But
Okay.
again, Brendan Lee's character was like a musician actor. It fit his character, but I don't think it fits
It doesn't fit this
the character of an
in any way.
ex-con and yeah.
And then there's a song at the end, which is kinda pretty, but it kinda reminded me I used to have the Sailor Moon soundtrack that was the American version soundtrack, and so all the songs were, like, really cheesy 90s-ish kind of lame music, and this could have absolutely been on that soundtrack. And I'm surprised Macy Gray didn't do a song for it. You would think that that would have
I think she was like she stumbled into the fucking film with Dennis Hopper going, "Oh, fuck, I'm
She's
in
done
this
horror
film?"
films. She's done horror films. This
Yeah,
is
not this one.
She's
I
done
mean,
Phobios. She did Phobias
okay, I'm gonna
that I saw.
sum this up.
Oh,
This
okay,
is from
okay.
Danny Trejo's character to Jimmy Carville. Jimmy Carville's like, "She believed in you. She believed in all of you." And Trejo's like, "She believed in I'm not gonna do his voice. She believed in fairy tales. Who are you to tell me what she believed in?" And Cuervo goes,
Oh,
"I'm the
yeah.
fairy fucking godfather that's gonna say your fairy
Your
fucking
fucking
tales."
tails. Yes.
That's the
I
movie's
wrote that down.
catchphrase. That should be on the fucking poster to as a warning sign not to see this fucking movie.
I wrote that one down
That's
too,
keynote.
'cause I
That's the
thought that
best
was
writing this movie's gonna get.
beautiful.
That is the
I
best
think
writing this movie's gonna get.
Dennis Hopper playing calling people homie and shorties,
Shorties, very naturally, by the way.
so
So not
naturally,
nat
like,
so not
just
natural.
seamless. Seamless.
It's like he just discovered
Okay.
the word shorty. Well, wicked
Yes.
ass props to you, Mr. OG, and thanks for representing all the homeboys. He'll be your homie now and forevermore. Fuck me, man.
It was in it was insanity. Okay, so, again, I could go on about this movie forever, but I don't think the listeners would want that.
No,
So
no.
what are your last thoughts on this, and what's your rating?
Honest to Christ, my only thought, because this got burnt in my
Honest
mind.
to Passion of the
Honest and the
Christ?
Passion of Christ. Oh man. Uh Danny Trejo half naked, dancing
Yeah,
around a dead
dancing.
bird. Dancing
Dancing
around a dead
around.
bird. In slow
Yeah, yeah,
motion.
yeah.
In slow motion. Chanting
Oh,
was
yeah.
supposed to be an Indian chant? I don't know. I don't even
Yeah.
fucking know. That and the Dennis Hopper thing, I think, happened at the same time in my mind. But I know they didn't, but in my mind, they're the same frame. And Tara Reid being the sniper, it should have ended with her shooting David Boreanaz in the fucking head and being
It
done with it
really
all.
should've.
Movie stops 2 minutes in, we're all good.
She does have a redemption arc, though, and she does survive. She does. She
Unlike
gets
fucking Ouija
arrested.
House.
Yeah.
There should be a part
Alright.
6. But she looks
Uh,
like okay, ever see
she looks
Beastmaster with Mark
gorgeous.
Singer?
No.
You should. But she looks like she could fit in that movie because the hair's all you're right, it's like 80s fucking almost like a metal video that went far
Yeah.
too long.
Oh, absolutely, and, like, the makeup, like, it's just so on point. It's beautiful.
It's not on point for 2005, but it's
No,
on
oh
point for
god, no.
something.
Honestly, when you told me 2005, I'm like, "Absolutely not. This feels like a movie from 1999."
No, this movie came out a year after Passion of Christ. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, no, it's horrific.
It feels like it was written in the '70s and then filmed in the late '90s.
It fucking might have been, I don't know. Alright. I'm going to give this a 2. Oh, and
Oh,
honest to God,
okay.
1 point for Danny Trejo and 1 point for Tara Reid, and I'm
That's
like,
fair.
maybe a 2.2 for David Brownus, but God, I just can't, man. Just fucking
I can
can't.
understand that. No, I understand. There's a lot of everything. Like, nothing made sense. Nothing, not a damn thing.
The book came out 5
Um,
years previous in 2000,
mm,
which damn.
okay, so, again, it is not a good film. This isn't a good film by any stretch of the imagination. They did the best that they could with it. The story, the plot, honestly, I wonder if some of it was, like, in editing too, like, did things get cut? Was there studio involvement that made it shitty?
I don't
Maybe?
know, man. I I I wanna say no. I think this is
I'm
just a
just
shitty
saying,
movie, dude.
I mean, it's a shitty movie, but it could be a variety of reasons of why it's shitty. To me, though, I had such a fun time watching this. I was crying, laughing at some point, especially when they start fighting and he can't fight, he just throws himself at people. The the choreography of fighting was so horrendous. They could
It's
not actually show
horrible.
body shots because it looked so bad and awkward. They had to, like, have close-up shots and fights,
And you
which
literally
is
had a
not how
guy
you
who
do
got
that.
paid for fighting in your cast. You had a
Okay.
fucking fighter in your
Is
cast.
he though? Is Tito Ortiz
No, Tito
actual
Ortiz, no, I give him shit, but he's a decent fighter.
he's fine, I
I mean,
suppose.
he's like
But, I mean,
35
you
and 0
have
against girls. Oh, allegedly. Actually, I think that's not even
oh,
allegedly. I'm
allegedly.
pretty sure the Jenna Jameson abuse
Ugh.
is public record.
Oh, man. Well, he's a tool anyway. He was always a tool in fights. He was never a good sportsman. But anyway, I know I'm
Now, yeah,
talking shit about
felony.
him.
He's got arrested on reportedly on a felony domestic violence charge.
Oh, man. Well, maybe it's a good thing he didn't actually fight. But I'm just gonna say, through the whole thing, through all the bizarre choices of ethnicities and story and plots and writing, I had such a good time. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a
4.
4 yeah,
Give me the 4.
yeah, because it's Crow 4. Um,
Fuck me, man.
again,
We have to watch the rest
if
of the Crows.
people if people want to watch a movie with their friends, have, a drinking night or whatever, this is a great movie for it because it is
Ah,
balls to the walls, just insanity, and it's very precious for that. So
okay. Yeah, I'm sticking with my 2.5 or
that's
2.25.
fine.
Yeah.
You can stick to that.
Yeah.
Um, I had a great time. I had a great time watching Easter
Yeah.
Bloody Easter and this. I had fun.
All right. Well, you know what? Next time we'll do all three crows. The other three crows.
Okay.
The
Crow, crow, crow.
crowing.
I'm gonna watch them. Let's do it, and I'm gonna watch them in the order of 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Why not?
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1
So I
contact. Like,
can
oh,
so I can learn all about the crow and what the crow is and what it means.
well, the original story. Uh,
You
you
can't tell
know.
me because I have to watch
Okay.
it for
I'll
myself.
save it. I'll save it when we do the podcast. But I'll say this. I'll say this.
Okay. Okay.
The original story of the crow does make me cry.
Yeah, and I imagine so because I hear it's this incredibly moving and sympathetic character. Um, and then Eddie Furlong was just,
Oh, I meant the comic book. I mean, meant the concept
oh,
of it behind the
the
comic, but
comic.
the movie is actually pretty good too. But
Okay,
all right, so we split on this one a bit. All right, Box, what's your
my
plug?
plug. My plug is going to be, and I've plugged them a long time ago, but I'm going to plug them again. It's going to be Earthberry Apothecary, and I'm
I
going to say that
love
again.
looking at it.
Yeah, I do too. It's Earthberry Apothecary, and apothecary is Apothecary. And she does candles, she does soaps. The candles are my favorite. She just came out with a whole new spring line, and I just bought me some.
Enter
And
promo code Streamin Beamins.
yeah,
Splurge virgins.
we don't have a promo code with her, but she does have a lot of cool stuff. She's got body butters, soaps,
Oh, I love body butter.
free downloads, and she creates these little cute characters that go onto each one of her candles.
Oh,
Yeah, and it has a
give
little
me some of this.
story about them too. So
Dig that.
I definitely say check it out. The candles are really great. They smell beautiful. There's one that's a rain smell, which is one of my favorites.
That's cool.
Um, so you can go to earthberryapothecary.com. That's earthberryapothecary.com and get yourself some meditation,
Could
candles.
you
Get
spell
yourself
it?
some.
The entire thing. EARTH, but BU or BERRY?
Oh, sorry, Berry, like a
And then
berry.
apothecary.
Apothecary,
I'm a
apothecary.
apothecary motherfucker, as he would say.
And
I dig
I
that.
think
Yeah.
if you get $25, I think you get free shipping within the US, I believe.
That is
But
Trey cool. And I don't mean the guy from Green Day. Well, maybe I do.
maybe you do.
I can see that. I can see that. And you know what? We've been talking for a long time. I've been doing back to back. So I've been drinking liquid IV.
Mhm.
And it does help out a bit. But their new flavor, Blood of
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah, yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Where's my
yeah.
fucking kazoo?
It's the Blood of Christ flavor because apparently, there we go. Apparently, it can hydrate you and your soul.
Oh my god.
Danger. I know. Light switch raving. Yeah, I've been sitting on that joke for a minute.
It's Raven Fest, my dude.
Even fast. We all do it once in a while. No, my real thing is near and dear to my heart. I call them the Blumhouse of TV. The
Oh.
T&E channel's annual Spring Shivers programming event unveils a spectacular must-see TV lineup, including new season of the hit paranormal series Haunted Hospital Season 5. Wow. And that's April 1st to the 7th, over 150 hours. We've got things you liked, actually. The things you told me to watch, and I
Hmm.
couldn't fucking find. Celebrity Help, Social Media Murder, Close Encounters, all that and more. Gold Rush, History's Most Haunted, Ghost Hunters, all spooky, scary stuff. And with doing my Mick McGee voice, if you want to see Haunted Hospital Season 5, it's April 5th. I shouldn't do it a voice in here now.
Yeah, you
April
were, like,
5th. Yeah,
going really hard with that.
Yeah, you want to do Mick McGee? Yeah, I got
No,
that from the
thanks.
dentist. That's how I got my advice from Mick McGee. I came back from the dentist talking like, what's the worst voice I can do from a dentist? It's this one right here. I love it so much. I always do voices that destroy my vocal cords. I think that's my
Right,
range.
you that's the only like, in either direction,
Oh, who
it's gonna
cares, man?
destroy something.
Yeah. But April 5th, that's we're going to be dropping the first episode of Haunted Hospital Season 5, 10 p.m. Eastern Pacific. ET, go home and watch it right there. And we actually have a What's Cracking, back to back What's Cracking
Whoa.
next week, coming out with two of the stars of Haunted Hospital Season 5, Meg and Kim, on separate episodes, of course. All that and more on the next. Oh, wait, no. That's What's Cracking.
Yeah, that's
But do
what's
check it
cracking.
out. Yeah, do check out TNE Hospital. TNE Spring Shivers programming, 150 hours. And I'll tell you, Box, that Haunted Hospital Season 5 scared the shit out of me.
Oh,
The
really?
screener? Fuck yeah, it
Yeah.
has kids in it.
Oh, well, that
It's
would be
got
why.
dead kids.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary as fuck. That's my plug. Because, of course, they want to be on the Blood of Christ Liquid IV episode. Because nothing says like, oh fuck. And they had to listen to an hour 20 of the program to get that far. Love you guys.
Well, we're glad that you're still here.
yup. But that's about it for me. On behalf of myself, Jim Phoenix, and my co-host, Box Human. Like, subscribe, ban us. I don't know. Until next
Rate
time,
us.
y'all. Happy Easter, y'all. Remember,
Happy Easter.
you have to kill a zombie through the head. And the only way to kill a zombie through a head is through that one little rooster juice. Oh, yeah.
That was a stretch.
That's, you can if you want to. It's kind of fleshy bits. Oh, that's right. I like this one. I'm not going to do it.
No?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. This time I will. I want to do the cat.
Okay.
I hear a cat.
Boom.